First to be born was the Golden Age. Of its own free will, without laws or enforcement, it did what was right, and trust prevailed. Punishment held no terrors. No threatening edicts were published in tablets of bronze, secure with none to defend them. The crowd never pleaded or cowered in fear in front of their stern-faced judges. Swords were not carried, nor helmets worn. No need for armies, but nations were free to practice the gentle arts of peace. The earth was equally free at rest, untouched by the hoe, unscathed by the plowshare, supplying all needs from its natural resources. Content to enjoy the food that required no painful producing, men simply gathered arbutus fruit and mountain strawberries, cornel cherries, and blackberries plucked from the prickly bramble, acorns too, which they found at the foot of the spreading oak tree. Spring was only a season. Flowers which had never been planted were kissed into life by warming breath of the gentle zephyrs. Rivers of milk and rivers of nectar flowed in abundance, and yellow honey distilled like dew from the leaves of the ilex. When Saturn was cast into murky Tartarus, Jupiter seized the throne of the universe. Now there followed the age of silver, meaner than gold, but higher in value than tawny bronze. Gentle spring was no longer allowed to continue unbroken. The king of the gods divided the year into 4 new seasons: summer, changeable autumn, winter, and only a short spring. The sky for the first time burned and glowed with a dry white heat, and the blasts of wild winds froze the rain into hanging icicles. People now took shelter in houses. Their homes hitherto had been caves, dense thickets of brushwood fastened together with bark. Third age followed the Silver Age, the Bronze Generation. Crueler by nature, more ready to take up menacing weapons, but still not vile to the core. The final age was Iron. The floodgates opened and the forces of evil invaded a breed of inferior metal. Loyalty, truth, and conscience went into exile. Their throne usurped by guile and deception, treacherous plots, brute force, and a criminal lust for possession. Men found their way into its very bowels, and the wealth which the god had hidden away in the home of the ghosts by the Styx was mined and dug out as a further incitement to wickedness. Men and their wives would long for each other's demise. Wicked stepmothers brewed their potions of deadly wolfsbane. All duties to God and to men lay vanquished. The justice of the maiden was last of the heavenly throng to abandon the blood-drenched earth.